Okay, I'm back. Here we are, San Diego Astronomy Associate Club website on the SKYCAM rather. Tierra del Sol, California. We got the date, timestamp. So runs a loop, runs a shot every 10 minutes. Looks like 5:02. The sky's starting to brighten. 5:12. We got the big flash, like I showed you yesterday. This down here. Still wondering about that. I've been looking at it. Doesn't seem to be getting any bigger, but yeah, maybe it is getting a little bit bigger. But there shouldn't be any thing to the south of this that would be producing a light that large. Because here, Tierra del Sol, somewhere around in here. There's your sunrise, 6:14. San Diego's a 6:18, so it's like 4 minutes to the west, time zone wise, or east rather. And it's somewhere in here. I could pull it up again, but I showed it yesterday, and I don't want to go there to look that up again right now. And so you're showing something to the south, southeast. And what's down here? There's nothing down here. Tijuana would be south, southwest. Maybe that's Tijuana. Oh crap, I'm gonna have to go in and Google this again. Hang on. Yeah, okay, here we go. So here's where Tierra del Sol is, where this red marker, orange marker is. So it's showing south, southeast. And like I pointed out yesterday, that's all Baja. Unless there's some big rest stop down here on this road maybe or something that it's picking up on that camera. That's all I can think of. I'm guessing that's not the Nibiru sun, but it's some kind of a light source. But at any rate, there's the Nibiru sun being illuminated midday in the 24-hour single column here on this SKYCAM. There might be some other stuff up here too, I don't know, but that's definitely it there. I've been noticing looking at all these SKYCAMs, especially in the northern hemisphere, even the Minneapolis one. You guys got to go on the site, check it out for yourself. It shows up better when you're looking at it direct on the site. But you can even begin to see some magnetic lines here. And I've noticed that the clouds are conforming to these magnetic lines. So we got a lot of tentacles from the octopus, as Astral Traveler used to like to say, that are accessing our planet now from this brown dwarf. And you can see it in the way the clouds are being shaped. And you can actually see the magnetic field lines in the air on some of these cameras. I mean, that's freaky. That's a strong influence there. So here we go, see if it popped in on. Yeah, look at that. I mean, look how much the sky lights up. And sunrise is until 6:14 Pacific Daylight Time. So what's up with that? Okay, I pulled up San Diego on this timeanddate.com, which is a pretty neat website. And it shows sunrise at 6:18 San Diego, at 6:14 at Tierra del Sol. This was interesting. I noticed this chart shows the different gradients from night to light, to daylight. So it's supposed to be dark black night from 12 a.m. to 4:51 in San Diego. Then we get a little astro twilight where the sky brightens a little bit between 4:51 and 5:22 a.m. Brightens just a hair more, a little bit more. called nautical twilight. Maybe the sun starts bouncing on. I don't know what that is. Just another term though. But and you can see it. The times move up. So we got night 12 to 4:51, and we got 4:51 to 5:22. Astro twilight. Then we jump to 5:22 to 5:53 a.m. Nautical twilight. Then we're getting up to another term, civil twilight, where it's getting pretty light out there. 5:53 a.m. to actual sunrise at 6:18. Now, if you look at this, we got freaking almost daylight at 5:12 a.m. So maybe bump the minutes down 4 minutes. This is 4 minutes to the east, time zone wise, of San Diego, and that doesn't really change anything. This shouldn't be happening here. Now, it's gotta be some celestial objects rising in front of the sun, coming up here, and when the sun hits them, bam, lights up the whole sky. Now, of course, this flash isn't representative of what it actually looks like, because keep in mind these are 10-minute intervals. But I'm sure the sky gets considerably lighter. So, see at 5:32, then it starts to back off. So it's clearly like the sun's just hitting some objects that are in perfect position at 5:22, 5:12, and then 22 gets real bright, and then by 5:32 starts to back off. We'll stop it and start it. Look at that a second. So there's 4:52. It's still relatively dark. 5:02, you see like a hint of light coming up here. Keep in mind sunrise is until 6:14 a.m. And 5:12, bam, we get the light getting a lot brighter by 5:12. I'm sure it was gradual between 5:02 and 5:12, so it's a little more dramatic when you have 10-minute intervals here. And by 5:22, look, lights up pretty much the whole sky. I mean, look at it. That's insane. But then, what really confirms it is the next frame. 10 minutes later at 5:32, starts backing back off. So, obviously, there's something up here that the sun's hitting. Something up here that the sun's hitting as it's coming up toward the horizon. And this is obviously above the horizon, or right darn near level with it. I would say it's got to be a little bit above, or it could be almost level, since at 5:02 it started peeking out. But anyway, when the sun hits it, wow, it just illuminates the whole sky. And this isn't just this SKYCAM, this is everywhere. Here's the current condition, picture snapped at today, 13:17 UTC of our magnetopause. Used to be able to get a running magnetopause all the time, but they eliminated that at least a year ago. And I haven't found any where you got to request runs and so forth. That's why Astral Traveler is doing such a great job. You'd request runs and get actual movies of this stuff in real time as they move forward. These are all representations of the magnetopause, which I can't really begin to explain on this video. Go to Astro Traveler's channel and he covered this stuff extensively. But this pretty much shows you the week and the condition that around our planet. This should not be, folks. The magnetosphere has been weakened, the magnetopause. This is our shield. All this energy in here shouldn't be here. It wasn't until this brown dwarf star made its presence known in the inner solar system. You can see the web address up here if you want to check it out yourself. Here's a good article I found and saved. It's from the Daily Mail, UK. There's the web address up top. This gives you a pretty good explanation of what's going on. Of course, they don't tell you why it's happening, but tell you what's going on. Good overview. Check it out. There's a couple vids in there and so forth. Well, one anyway. There's another one. Here's a shot I saved, taken off one of the space telescopes back on 7/21/2014. There's the timestamp down there. There's the sun. There's one of the space telescopes. There's something above it, probably the Nibiru sun, getting fired, electrified, or lit up. You catch shots like that every once in a while. I've got them saved. This is Earthquake 3D. If you watch any of Dutch Cinch's videos, he puts out some good stuff using Earthquake 3D. He's got a pretty good handle on patterns, although he highlights fracking way too much. But here's the Earth. You can spin it back and forth. This is a $20 version, but there's a free version too. But I mean, you just step it out here. There's the last 7 days. Pretty freaky stuff going on our planet. The most recent one, there's a 5.0 showing up in the green up there by the Aleutian Islands or somewhere up in that area. That's a free download. Just Google Earthquake 3D and download it. It's a good screensaver. Here's a couple recent ones here that are super deep. 564 kilometers, 543 kilometers. There's another one, 543 kilometers. That's way too deep. Normally earthquakes don't occur that deep. That just shows you what kind of an influence this brown dwarf's having on our planet. It's reaching deep into the mantle now. This is where the mantle's actually not completely solid anymore, so there shouldn't be earthquakes happening down there. Okay, back here again. A few more time transpired, so we can see the more flashing. I noticed something interesting here. Check this out. Okay, there's our object in question. Look how it fires up when the biggest flash happened at 5:22. Then it appears to start to recede below the horizon. So there's a good chance that that is perhaps the Nibiru sun. And when the sun comes up at a certain level, angle, it hits that, and bam, everything gets illuminated. I shrunk the screen back to 100%. I had it at 125, so you can do the stop start and catch everything. So there's 512, there's the object, starting to get pretty bright, illuminated. The sky's getting illuminated. 522, bam, the sky gets real bright by then. 532, it starts stepping back. 542, back more, and the object disappears by 552. I don't have much time left. I'm going to try to get the orange ball and the rest of this. I only got like 40 seconds left, so I'll have to make another vid, catch the sun coming up and the orange ball if it does appear. I got it zoomed up to 200% now on my screen, and you can see the object in the south. 512 starts to get pretty bright, but as everything steps down, sky starts to darken back up. This thing goes away below the horizon. So like I said, everything's relative. The Earth's position is relative to the sun and this object, and it would appear that that is the Nibiru sun.